What is going on, Pokemon fans? Welcome back to JDs Nerdverse. We're doing a playthrough today of Pokemon Blue with Marowak. Marowak is the Bone Keeper Pokemon. Go and watch his first battle against our rival. His name is Sub, and we named Marowak Waka. Pretty easy win, honestly. We chose Bulbasaur for our rival's Pokemon, and we're going to move right into our second rival fight, going to Victory Road. So this rival fight is actually made possible this early by the changes we made in this game, which I'll go over in a little bit. But we go for a Swords Dance, headbutt 3 times, knock him out. We are actually very low level for this battle. Level 6, we level up level 7. Bulbasaur will be a 3-shot. He does get a growl off and lower our attack, but we get the knockout and get to level 8. Now we're going to go into Bug Force, where I'll go over the stats of this Pokemon and talk about a little bit what we're doing today. Stats of this Pokemon are 60 HP, 80 attack, 110 defense, 50 special, and 45 speed. We didn't change anything for this Pokemon, stat-wise. That's not what we're doing today. We kept the same stats. It does show special attack, special defense, but that's just because it always shows that, and in Generation 2 they do have a special attack, special defense split, but it's just special in Gen 1. Okay, so what we're doing today is last week we played a 3-way battle between all the mono ground types in Gen 1, Sandslash, Dugtrio, and Marowak. And Marowak didn't do so high. It actually came in 3rd place and came in 3rd place by a large margin. So what we're doing today is we're playing through the scenarios. What if we took a Generation 2 Marowak, where it has a slightly better moveset and has an egg move as well, and we'll talk about more about the egg move and things like that here in a minute. But what if we took that Pokemon and backported it? How much more effective would this Pokemon be? Would it be competitive in the three-way battle? Or would it still not be a great Pokemon? That's what we're going to find out today. Will it catch Dugtrio? Will it get close to Dugtrio? Will it catch Sandslash, who won the battle? I recommend you go watch that if you want to kind of have a little bit more suspense. But you can still watch this regardless. So we're beating this last bug in Bug Forest. And we're going to go ahead and face the Million Light Years trainer in Brock's gym. Not very difficult. It's ironic because it's the other 2 Pokemon we faced in our 3-way battle. So one of them is Dugtrio. Dugtrio is a 2-shot, very good. Now we have Sandshrew, which Bone Club will be about a 1/3, so it's about a 3-shot. It does miss, but that's not because of accuracy from Sand Attack. It's just because it's an 85% accurate move. So to get that win, we're going to go and face Brock. We'll go into Forever. And Brock isn't very difficult. We're actually lower level than Brock, which doesn't happen very often, but for this Pokemon we get a 2-shot with Bone Club. We do go for Swords Dance up our attack a little bit. Onix comes out. The only thing with Onix is you gotta fear getting hit by Bide. Bide would deal back all the damage we do double. So we're just setting up and lowering his defense so we can just one-shot him and make a very clear and concise win over Brock. We level up to level 12. Which is a little bit way lower level than we were when we played through this in the Versus series. 6 minutes and 31 seconds is what it took to beat Brock. Now on Route 3, we'll go over a little bit more detail about the Pokemon. So the big changes we make are to the level up moveset. So we start off with Bone Club, Leer, Growl, and Focus Energy with this Pokemon. In my playthrough I did last week, I eliminated Focus Energy because it doesn't do what it's supposed to do. So I just eliminated it. So we start off with those 3 moves. And the rest of the moves we have via level up I don't even use anyway, so I'm not even going to talk about them. Just ignore what's in yellow. Red is what we actually get in the game, but I'm not going to use Rage, Boomerang, Thrash, Focus Energy, or Leer. I'm not using any of those things. Usually, let me rephrase that, but we get a different move set, and what we're doing is we're taking a Pokemon in Generation 2, and we're basically bringing it back to Gen 1 to see how much more effective it is. Here's the Gen 2 move set. In Gen 2, you start off with Growl, Tail Whip, a Bone Club, and then Headbutt. So that's the big change. Just Headbutt will let us attack flying type Pokemon. Before we only had Bone Club, so we had to deplete all of our power points and use Struggle to beat our rival fight or any other flying Pokemon for that matter. Now with Headbutt, we can just do it and not have to worry about deleting our power points. Big time saver. And when it comes to the moveset, I'm not using 2 moves on here that aren't available in Gen 1. False Swipe and Bone Rush. Really, I'm not using any level up moves other than what we start the game with. Everything else is TM. So don't worry about that. And there's really one more mechanic that we're going to exploit in this game. In Generation 2, there's a thing called egg moves. Egg moves are basically Pokemon that breed, and a move that a Pokemon that breeds has can end up on the baby Pokemon, or the offspring, I should say. So that's the other thing we're exploiting. So we're starting off the game with Growl, Tail Whip, Bone Club, and Headbutt. However, we're going to substitute out Growl, and we're going to substitute in egg move, which is Swords Dance. We have options here. Rock Slide, actually Ancient Power have been great because it doesn't miss. Rock Slide have been great for Gyarados, but Swords Dance, it's a badge boosting move and ups our attack stat by 2 stages. But with the badge boost, our speed and special get boosted as well. So now the stats of this Pokemon don't look that great, or look that bad. So, and with our type coverage, it's better than the other one. So that's it. And we're beating up this Jigglypuff. I'm about to go on the Mount Moon. So let's go ahead and do that. To Mount Moon we go. Now in Mount Moon, we're going to go ahead and go over our TM moveset. Not really anything crazy with our TM moveset. We didn't modify this at all. We actually could have. But for moveset purposes, so this is slightly different than, or what we're going to use is slightly different than what we did in the first playthrough with the Versus series. So Versus series, we use Mega Punch. Mega Punch will not be used in this playthrough because we have Headbutt. For 10 more power, base power, I want a more reliable move, which Headbutt gives us that. So no big deal. Mega Kick didn't get used in the last one. I'm not using it in this one. Toxic, not going to use. Body Slam will replace Headbutt whenever we get to it on the SSN. 85% accurate, 100%. I'm sorry, 100% accurate, 85% power. There we go, 85 power. And it goes with our attack stat. And when we Swords Dance, this thing gets very powerful very quickly. Takedown, Double Edge will not be used. Bubble Gum, yeah. Bubble Beam and Water Gun are 2 moves we will use. Water Gun we actually have right now. And all it does is give us some type move diversity. It's great against rock Pokemon because they're double weak. We also get Bubble Beam, which will replace Water Gun once we beat Misty. Ice Beam and Blizzard are moves we get near the end game, middle to end game, that are just way more powerful. And when we start badge boosting, these moves get very, very useful. They weren't that useful in the first playthrough because we didn't have high special. We had no way of boosting it other than you can mimic a move and do it, but it take extra turns, and we're not exactly the strongest Pokemon. Submission, Counter, Seismitoss will not be used in this one. We used Seismitoss in the last one. We're not using it in this one. Rage, no. Not useful. Earthquake and Dig are very useful. We'll get Dig here in a little bit. 100 base power, 150 with Stab, 100% accurate. Very useful. 2 turns though, compared to Earthquake using 1 turn. So Earthquake's our endgame move. Fissure, not really that fast, so not useful, but we could have used it in this playthrough because we are boosting our speed. Mimic, not going to use. We'd used it a lot in the original playthrough, but not in this one. Double Teams, Abide. Fire Blast, Skull Bash, Rest, Substitute, and Strength, all not going to be used in this playthrough. Whenever you have Swords Dance, it's more or less your Control, Delete, and just like fix everything. It's what it is. So we're ending up near the end of Mount Moon here. We're skipping a lot of battles. That's the other thing that's great about this Pokemon. With the fact that we have Headbutt, we don't have to fight as many battles because we don't have a limitation of our moves. And the fact that we can badge boost with Swords Dance. Swords Dance will work right now, but it will help work on other stats whenever we start beating more gyms. But right now, this move, if we ever need to, we always have the ability to badge boost and make ourselves just way more powerful and just obliterate some teams. But we're facing this super duper nerd. He's got a couple Pokemon that we're just going to obliterate. So Bone Club is a one-shot, very good. And we're just going to finish up these guys here. Bone Club, what's a one-shot, very good. Coughing comes out, Bone Club, very nice. Get the knockout, very good knockout. So we're going to be, grab the fossil, Dome Fossil. Oh, hell, the Dome Fossil. I know if I didn't tell you, you're going to ask anyway. Actually, ask anyway. Comments are great for the YouTube algorithm. So this is why we have Water Gun right there. This is so we can one-shot rock Pokemon. And we're going to move right on to our 3rd rival battle on Nugget Bridge. And this battle keeps getting a little bit better, a little bit easier, because we're starting to expand our moveset a little bit more. We're going to go ahead and start off with Pidgeotto. We just want to knock it out as fast as humanly possible. That way we don't get sand attack too much. We did get 2 sand attacks on us, but we did get a critical and knock it out. Now we're going to set up Swords Dance. With our actually lowered, we want to get one-hit knockouts as much as possible. That way we don't leave this battle to chance, so to speak. Abra is a one-shot, very good. We level up. And we're going to go for Headbutt, very good. And Bulbasaur is also going to be a one-shot since we hit it, very good. So we beat our rival, excellent. And we're going to move right on to the battle where we can get Dig. It's after we talk to Bill, after we beat Nugget Bridge, all those good things. So we don't have to level up as much now. So in the original playthrough, we were around like, I think level 28, 29 when we had to face Misty. Now the fact that we have Swords Dance is going to make this battle a lot smoother. So we two-shot, we get put to sleep, but we're going to knock out the drowsy as soon as we wake up. And once we wake up, here we go. Come on, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. There we go. Knock him out, beat the rocket, and that gives us Dig. Now that we have Dig, we can face Misty's gym. So her gym, we are weak to it. We are ground type. She's water. We're weak to water type. So we're not 4 times weak like a rock Pokemon, but we are 2 times weak to water moves. But we do have a very powerful moveset right now. One of the better moveset you can have this early in the game. You have a normal move, you have a ground move that's very powerful. Then you have some type coverage with water gun. So there's the last trainer here. Hopefully we can just knock her out in one hit. That way we don't have to wait too long. Let's go for it. There we go. Knock out Goldeen, and we want to heal up a little bit and face Misty. Misty comes out. She has this 2 water Pokemon. She has Staryu, which we're going to set up on. I guess we're not going to set up. We're just going to knock her out. Okay. I thought we were going to set up there for a second. So we're going to go for Leer. Leer does nothing. We're not going to use it. We already had it. So there's no point in having it again. Bubble Beam will almost knock us out. We go for Dig. And we don't outspeed. We don't knock it out very good. So we're going to go ahead and do this battle again. I think 1 Swords Dance will make this battle a little more obsolete. She kind of obliges us a little bit by going for X Defend, which Dig still one-shots it. Not a big deal. We're not going to learn Leer. But this does make our attack way more powerful. Even if she goes for Leer, we just got to hit Dig 1 time. Very good. Get the knockout. 2 try attempts. Get the knockout over Misty. Very good. Moving on to the SSN. But before we go into SSN, we're going to fight a couple other trainers. We're actually flying through this game. So in the interest of making this video a little bit longer, we're going to show a couple extra battles. This is Sandy. She has a couple Pidgeys. I usually showcase her in a lot of my videos. Haven't done it lately. But we one-shot her across the board, which... Flying Pokemon, we'd think we wouldn't, but 1-shots across the board, very good. Spearow comes out, Headbutt should be a 1-shot on Spearow. And Eradicate will not be a 1-shot, but 2-shot, very good. And knockout, very easy win over these 2 trainers. But sometimes Sandy can be a real pain in the butt. So we're going to go ahead and face this last trainer in here. It's a youngster. This last trainer, not last. Youngster, we're going to use Dig, Knockout, Nidoran. And what this does, this gives us access to Body Slam. Body Slam is, like I said, 85 base power, 100% accuracy. Add it to our moveset and face our 4th rival. Our 4th rival is going to come out with a Pidgeotto as per tradition. We're going to go ahead and go for 1 Swords Dance and go for Body Slam. We're going to sweep the entire team. Body Slam on the Eradicate, very good. Kadabra, it's a Body Slam, 1-shot, very good. And Ivysaur 1-shot, extremely good. We are moving right along with this. Beat our 4th rival without any kind of hesitation. And move right into Lieutenant Surge. Now, Lieutenant Surge is going to come out with electric Pokemon. We're ground type. I think you can know how this is going to go, but I'll go ahead and narrate nonetheless. Voltorb. We're going to go ahead and go for Dig. Dig will be a 1-shot on the Voltorb. Very good. Pikachu is going to come out. We are also going to 1-shot the Pikachu. Is Raichu going to be a 1-shot? That is the question. And he is. Very good. So we obliterate Lieutenant Surge. He's usually not very difficult at all, and he's definitely not difficult in this setting with this Pokemon. So we move on the Rock Tunnel. I haven't showcased him in a while, but this is Boomer the Hiker. And what he's going to do is we're a little bit poisoned, and I don't have an antidote, so we're just running through here as fast as we can. Dig, hopefully he explodes himself, but he's not. We knock him out pretty easily. He's not really a big deal. But we skip right along to the underground basement, whatever you want to call it, base with Team Rocket. And we're obliterating Team Rocket. We're actually doing very well at this point. We have not had a reset yet. Or I'm sorry, we have had a couple resets yet. We're doing very good though. 32 minutes. I think we were like right around 40 some minutes at this point whenever we were playing through initially. So we've gained a lot of ground. And we're pacing right now easily with Dugtrio. We're right ahead, right behind where Sandslash and Dugtrio were. So we're just on pace with both of them. We're doing very well at this moment. So now we just got to hit Arbok, and we get the knockout very good. And we beat Tweedledee and Tweedledum. That's my nicknames for these 2. And now we're going to face Giovanni. Giovanni is not going to be super difficult at all. That's what we're going to do. Bubble Beam on the Onix. That's a 1-shot, very good. Rhyhorn is also an Oko, and I don't think we're going to get a 1-shot out of Kangaskhan. However, Kangaskhan does Rage, which doesn't do a lot of damage to us anyway. We get a 3-shot, knock him out, very good. Beat Giovanni, and we move right on to our 5th rival battle. The 5th rival fight in here is tricky because he has a Gyarados, and Gyarados, he cheats, and he has a Gyarados that has Hydro Pump at like level 20-something. But we're going to go ahead and set up Swords Dance. That way we can be super effective on this. 1-shot on the Pidgeotto, very good. Gyarados is also a 1-shot, very good. And that's the scariest Pokemon. If we didn't knock out the Gyarados, that'd be the scary part. But we knock out the Growlithe. We also knock out the Kadabra. and his Ivysaur a one-shot. It is a one-shot as well. So we obliterate our rival in this. And this one it's actually one we lost in the original playthrough, because Gyarados is the bane of this Pokemon's existence. Doesn't have things great, but Generation 2, it has a little bit of things we can do to make these battles a lot easier. That's the whole point of this video. We're facing Koga. We're going to go for Swords Dance. And the only thing we don't want to happen here is we don't get our avialible, which we don't. Earthquake, we picked it up in Silphco. It's a one-shot on the Coughing, a one-shot on the Muck. One more Coughing comes out. It should also be a one-shot. Very good. And the last one, Wheezing, will also be a one-shot. So we clean sweep Koga. Very good win over Koga. I never doubted it for a second. Once we can set up, I think we actually fought one battle of that before, and what happened was Coughing kept going for Smokescreen, and we got our avialible, and we just couldn't hit anything. We actually ran out of power points. We didn't get knocked out. We had to actually restart because we ran out of power points. So now we're in Erica's gym. Erica, you still don't want to face Erica until you're confident you can one shot, and that's even, you want to be confident you can one shot without having the badge boost, because her first Pokemon is going to be Victory Bell. Victory Bell can put us to sleep and just clean sweep us with Razor Leaf. Razor Leaf, even though we are higher level, Razor Leaf is going to be super duper effective because it's a grass move. We're ground type, we're weak to it, and it's going to critical hit every time. So that's the fear the thing we have to avoid. And right now I'm just getting a couple extra levels. I honestly don't think I needed this, so we could have got this playthrough done even faster than what the final time is, because it is not super necessary that we fight these. We're level 40. We don't need an extra level to beat Erica. Okay, so she does have grass type. Grass types aren't super fast, so probably wasn't necessary, honestly. But we're finishing up these battles. I want everyone to take notice of the time. We're still under 40 minutes. What do we have left? We have Blaine, we have Silphco, we have another rival fight, and then we have Sabrina, and then Giovanni again. So that's where we're at. We're not too much left in the game. So Erica is going to be the trainer we face right now. I like the picture that I got there, pretty nice. And so Erica's going to come out with a Victory Bell, and what we want is we just want to one-shot the Victory Bell. Victory Bell, like I said, could put us to sleep, could Razor Leaf us. There's a whole bunch of things it could do. Let's just not put it to chance. This is a gym leader that could easily wreck us if you're not paying attention. So Body Slam on the Tangela after one badge boost. So now we're going to go for Earthquake, knock it out, very good Volplume, knockout, and we beat Erica pretty soundly. And we're going to move right on from Erica onto Silphco. I'm going to do Silphco, but what I want to do first is something I have not done in a while. So I've had a tradition on this channel of shouting out other YouTubers that I enjoy watching, and I also do a lot of Pokemon content. The first one, JDs Nerdverse, I don't know if you've heard of him. Pretty awesome guy, good looking too. And he does some pretty nice content about what if scenarios and things like that. You should check him out. Another one I want to shout out is Exceptional. One of my favorite channels to watch. He does a lot of Gen 3 Kanto content. He also does some other games, but does some really good work with those. Has great voiceovers, very funny, and also a good guy to just talk to about whatever. Squidgy, great content as well. Generation 2 content. I try to idle my Generation 2 content after him. He does so well with the voiceovers. He is a little better at the editing. He's a little more skilled at me, but I really do recommend his channel if you like good Generation 2 content. But Drybread, he also plays through a lot of scenarios. He doesn't have like time scenarios like a lot of the ones I watch do, but he still has fun scenario, and his voiceovers are very good as well. M&J TV always does like what if scenarios, like what if every gym leader was a champion, what does his team look like? He does do some playthroughs as well. M&J TV plays, I think, or games. It's one of those two. Gym leader Matt has great content as well. He does a lot of backports. He's very thorough with his playthroughs. Van Man hasn't posted in a while, but he does have great content if you want to check him out. Kangaskhan as well has good movies. He has a lot of like analytical movies as well. Dewondu 16, Dewund 06, I don't know how to pronounce it. I honestly don't. I always have these issues. Great content as well. Plays through Pokemon Red Nova, I think is what it is, where it's much better quality and it's better AI. MT Tiberius, Smith Plays Pokemon. Those two are very good as well. Smith Plays Pokemon does some really good ROM hacks. Okay, now the two that got me into this was Scott's Thoughts, who does some very analytical movies, breaks it down like pretty much every aspect of the game. He breaks down very well. And then JRose 11 got me into this. He plays way different than me, but that's okay. And there's one more I wanted to throw on here. He's actually kind of new. and his name is Mobile Gaming Chronicles. Not the greatest when it comes to quality and voiceover, but he's trying and he's doing his best when it comes to trying to make some Pokemon content. So that being said, we're going to go ahead and get back to the playthrough. We're placing Blaine right now. Blaine will be a very easy playthrough or fight because we can set up on Blaine. Very good. Swords Dance twice, 3 times. We're fully set up. We got our speed engaged as well. So high speed with an Earthquake. That's a knockout. We level up. So there goes all of our badge boost. But we still have the attack badge boost is still there. Ponyta is a knockout. Rapidash will be a one-shot as soon as we hit it. Very good. And then the last Pokemon is Arcanine, who if we hit a Fire Blast, we could get knocked out here, but we don't get knocked out. And we beat Blaine. First try victory. Very good. He was actually a pain because we didn't outspeed, and Fire Blast was obliterating us in the last playthrough. So go ahead and dig right out of here. We actually named all my Pokemon Waka. It's pretty funny. And now we're going to face our rival in Silphco. Rival in Silphco, it's one of the harder rival battles you're going to have. Pidgeot comes out. It can still Sand Attack us. It still has Sand Attack. So we're going to go for Swords Dance 3 times, get fully set up. Took a little bit of damage, not a big deal. Body Slam will be a one-shot on the Pidgeot, very good. Now we're going to sweep his team. Body Slam on the Gyarados, very good. Growlithe is a one-shot with Bubble Beam, very good. We actually have all the badge boosts now. We beat Blaine's Gym, which gives us the badge boost in our special. So we get the win there. Earthquake on the Venusaur. It's a clean sweep of his team. Once you get Swords Dance set up, it's a very effective, very powerful move, setup move. And now we move right on to Giovanni. I don't even think we need to set up with Giovanni. Let's see if we actually do, just to be safe. I don't think we do. Nidorino. We are gonna go for Swords Dance. It's a free setup. Nidorino is not gonna do anything to us. Can't even poison us. And unless he gets like critical hits, his Fury Swipe or Fury Attack's not gonna do anything to us. Body Slam with Kangaskhan, very good. A Rhyhorn is gonna be a one-shot, very good. And now the final Pokemon, which we just leveled up, so maybe not be as good. With the, the attack stays good. My bad. I thought maybe we would do something else. But we beat Giovanni. Beat him. We're going right into Sabrina. Sabrina and her whip. My favorite gym leader of Generation 1. Sabrina. And Kadabra comes out. We're going to go for a little bit of Swords Dance. This is to make sure that we outspeed the Alakazam. And we just did 2. We're good with 2. I think we're going to be good with 2. Earthquake on the Mr. Mime. Earthquake on Venomoth. He's not actually flying type, which he's got wings, but he's not a flying type. And we get a knockout on the Alakazam. So we outsped. We level up right after we beat him, which is perfect. I'm not going to learn Boomerang. Sabrina and her whip was a very easy battle. And we're going to move right on to the gym leader, Giovanni. Now, I went in here and I actually started fighting a battle or 2. You're going to see in a second. We actually started fighting a battle or 2. And I'm like, what am I doing? I don't need to do this. Let's get the best time possible. Let's just go for Giovanni. I thought maybe I'd need all the battles, but I don't. So we're going to go for Earthquake on the Rhyhorn. Very good. One-hit knockout. Doug Trio. We're gonna Swords Dance 1 time. We should have not set up on the. We should have set up on the Rhyhorn, not on the Doug Trio. Doug Trio can actually be pretty dangerous. So we get the knockout on Doug Trio. Nidoqueen, as long as we hit it, it'll be a one-shot. Very good. Nidoking will be a one-shot. Very good. Now do we one-shot the Rhydon? I think we do one-shot the Rhydon. No, we do not, because we leveled up. We don't have that special boost that I had. But we beat Giovanni nonetheless. Little more, not quite as dominant of a fight as I was hoping for, but we do beat Giovanni. Now we're going to move right on to our last rival fight before the Elite Four. So go ahead, and we get a free setup on Pidgeot. So Pidgeot no longer has Sand Attack, he just has attacking moves, or Agility. So he's going to try to get faster, but we're going to Swords Dance. We're at +6 on attack, and all the other stats around it are boosted, so one shot on the Pidgeot, very good. Rhyhorn will also be a one-shot with Ice Beam, very good. Gyarados comes out. We're going to go for Body Slam. Knock it out. Very good. And we level up. So there's our badge boost gone, but we still have a very high attack. So knockout very good. Alakazam will outspeed us. We knock it out very good. Do we one-shot the Venusaur is the question. We should one-shot the Venusaur. Not a problem. We beat our rival and move right on to the Elite Four and take them down. Before we take on the Elite Four, though, we're going to look at comparison of what we did with the last playthrough. So last playthrough, we entered into the Elite Four 1 hour and 6 minutes and 31 seconds. Right now we're at 53 minutes and 16 seconds. So 13 minutes plus faster. So we're doing pretty good right now. And we're going to go over the move set or the level up numbers for this Pokemon right there. We're going to freeze it. Attack, right now we're at level 61. We're not level 70. We're 9 levels lower than we were before. Again, attack is 146. Attack in the other playthrough was 20 points higher. Defense right now is 175. Defense was higher on the other playthrough, obviously because we're a higher level, and HP is a lot higher as well. Okay, speed is 105. It was 124 with the original playthrough, and special is 108, and special on the original playthrough is 126. I'm showing you that to show like how much different Swords Dance really does make this playthrough. So we're going to go ahead and show the next part, which is the moveset. And the original moveset was Blizzard, Body Slam, Earthquake, and Mimic. Mimic does let you do the badge boost, but it takes a turn to copy the move, and you're not always copying the best move. Sometimes it's Harden, sometimes it's Agility, whereas Swords Dance is, to me, the best badge boosting move in the game. And I'll go and let that play out for a second, get full screen. Because Swords Dance not only ups your attack stat by 2 stages, but it does the badge boost. And if you level up, you still get the badge boost. Now, I did make a blunder here when it came to giving like rare candies. So what I do is I usually gather up rare candies, and right before the Elite Four, I give them to the Pokemon, and I usually leave 3. That way I don't level up in battle, so I can give a rare candy right before the fight, and we don't level up in battle. I made a mistake and got a little bit rare candy happy, and I got all but 1 left. So we will level up in some battles here, but it's not going to affect us that much. But here's our moveset: Earthquake, Body Slam, Swords Dance, Ice Beam. Law type coverage, and the only move we're going to modify in this, we might sub it or put in Blizzard over Ice Beam, just to get a little more oomph on that final couple battles, okay? So that's our moveset, and we're going to go ahead and face Lorelei. Lorelei is the ice trainer. She's going to come out with a Dugong Gong Gong. Dugong will attack first turn, and he'll go for rest on the second turn. So we're going to set up. We're going to take a little bit of damage. That's okay. He's going to go for rest. And now we're going to sweep him. Earthquake will be a one-shot on the Dugong. Oyster will also be a one-shot. Very good. Slowbro will also be a one-shot. Very good. That leaves us with Jinx. Is she a one-shot? She is. Now we just have Lapras. We one-shot the Lapras. Very good. We don't have to worry about getting hit by Blizzard. Lorelei is a cakewalk. We beat her. We move right on to Bruno. We don't talk about Bruno very much, but Bruno is the fighting type trainer. We can set up on the Onyx. Onyx has nothing that's going to be good against us. So we'll set up. Take a little bit of rage. Not a big deal. Didn't even heal. We didn't even have to heal for this battle. So Ice Beam's a one-shot. We do level up, so we're not going to outspeed things. Now, well, we outspeed just naturally, but we're not going to. We don't have the boost in speed. Okay, knockout. Onyx will be in a knockout with Ice Beam. Very good. All right, 1 Pokemon left, Machamp. Do we one-shot Machamp? Go for Earthquake. Go for Earthquake. Knock it out. Very good. We beat Bruno. Not a big deal. Now we're going to go right in and face Agatha. Agatha, she's the ghost trainer. We have the Agatha lottery with her. She can confuse you. She can poison you. She can put you to sleep. She can paralyze you. She has all those options that she can do to you, and she's designed to just wreck your world. So we're going to heal up. We're going to give the elixir, and now we're going to face Agatha. She's going to come out with a Gengar. Now, this is the scary Pokemon. Gengar can put you to sleep. So what we want to do is we want to knock out this Pokemon as fast as possible, but we do want to get at least 1 Swords Dance in, so we outspeed. Nightshade, not the biggest deal in the world. One shot on the Gengar, very good. Ice, we did a Swords Dance one more time. We get confused, which is what I didn't want, but we do hit Ice Beam. We don't knock it out, which is very weird. We hit ourselves in confusion. Haze eliminates all the battlefield conditions. Earthquake on the Haunter, very good. And we have 2 Pokemon that have Arbok. Do we one-shot the Arbok? We do. And do we one-shot the Gengar? It's okay if we hit Nightshade, as long as we knock it out, very good. Get the first try victory over Agatha, very nice. And now we're going to move on to Lance. Now, Lance is a dragon trainer, but he has the one Pokemon that's this Pokemon's like ultimate like arch rival, and that's Gyarados. Because Gyarados will go for Hydro Pump every time, and because it's Lance's Gyarados, he never misses. So that's what we have to deal with right now. So what we want to do is we want to set up with Swords Dance on the first turn, and hopefully just knock it out. And as long as we have the right RNG, we get compliance on this, we'll be fine. And that didn't pop up the way it was supposed to, but I don't care. It's okay. Swords Dance. Okay, he misses on the first try. Are we going to go for another one? We are. Hydro Pump will not knock us out, but we're at below half health easily now, so now we just got to sweep. So Ice Beam is the move. We don't want to level up because we don't want to lose this badge boost. We're outspeeding everything. We went for Swords Dance one more time. That was a risk. That was really a risk. Aerodactyl. Ice Beam will be a one-shot. Do we one-shot the Dragonite? We do not. However, it just goes for Barrier. Very lucky on our part. That was a very lucky win. We should have been knocked out there. If we'd have gone for anything, we'd have got knocked out. But we'll take the win. And now we just have our champion fight. So the champion fight should be not too difficult at all. We do have a way to set up. There's nothing that the first Pokemon can actually do. We just gave a rare candy there so we don't level up. Now it's just about not misclicking and not hitting the wrong buttons, which I think is actually what happens in this battle. I misclick, so sometimes use your error as a thing. Look at our time, 57 minutes. We're about to have a sub-hour run, and I'm pretty sure I make a blunder here on the move I choose to take out Gyarados. So Pidgeot comes out, Swords Dance, and one more Swords Dance. We're fully set up, and we're badge boost all the way. We waste a turn. It's not a big deal because we can just Ice Beam and knock him out. Oh, not one shot. Okay, 2 shots. So we have a lot more damage done than I had anticipated. But Earthquake will be a 1-shot on the Alakazam. We now have Rhydon coming out, and we hit Swords Dance again. I don't know why we hit Swords Dance again. We just have to hit him one time and knock him out. But we also could. I think I was hoping for him to go for a Leer or a Tail Whip just to boost my stats a little bit more. So we misclick here, and he knocks us out. So a lot of misclicks in that battle. We need to pay more attention and not click Swords Dance 9 times. So we're going to do this again. We're going to give Blizzard, because Blizzard, without the badge boost, with the badge boost, we still aren't knocking out with Ice Beam. So our special's not super high. So Blizzard will give us a little more kick, and so that's what we want. So now we're going to go for Pidgeot again. Pidgeot 1. We're going to set up with Swords Dance. We're going to do one more. We're just going to knock him out. We'll set up one more Swords Dance on someone else. Okay, so we knock out the Pidgeot. We're going to outspeed the Alakazam, which is good. Now we can just one-shot it. Very good. Very frail. Good Pokemon, but frail Pokemon. Going to knock out the Rhydon. We do not have... I don't know why we didn't do one more setup. Gyarados, we're going to go for Body Slam. Carefully selecting Body Slam. Very good. We don't get hit by Hydro Pump. Knockout with our Canine, and we level up, which is unfortunate, but we do get the knockout over Venusaur. He gets frozen, so it's a very easy coasting win all the way to the championship. So now I'm going to pause it right here. So here's the comparison for what we did the last time. It took us 1 hour and 15 minutes and 16 seconds to beat our rival and beat the game. Okay, now when you look at the time, we have saved ourselves almost 20 minutes. 20 minutes, and we probably could have saved 20 minutes because there's a lot of battles I fought didn't need to. Swords Dance really does compensate you for a lot of your deficiencies, and so let's compare that. That's compared to ourselves. Let's compare ourselves to Dugtrio. Dugtrio, hour and 3 minutes and 42 seconds. So we caught up and surpassed Dugtrio. Now Dugtrio, it does not have a badge boosting move, and it actually, I've looked in future gens, it doesn't get one. So there's really nothing I can do except for maybe just, let's see how this does with Swords Dance. But I mean, I think every Pokemon with Swords Dance is going to get a lot better, especially with Dugtrio having Dig and Scratch in the beginning. Having a way to boost the attack would probably make it a little bit. I wouldn't say it'd be overpowered on the attack side, but it still doesn't fix a lot of its other deficiencies like special. So that's not a bad playthrough. That's not a bad result. But did we beat the champion, the Sandslash? So Sandslash was the Pokemon that we were trying to beat, and we did. We beat it by a full, like not even about 40 seconds. We beat it by about 40 seconds on that. That's a very good time to beat. And it's not a top tier Pokemon by any stretch. There are Pokemon I've beaten this game in 45 minutes. But the fact that it caught up with Sandslash is a big feat. And like Gen 2 Marowak is definitely more superior than Gen 1 Marowak. Again, a little bit of modification with an egg move, but that's a possible scenario that we could get, and that's what the whole point of this playthrough is. Is there a scenario where we could have brought a Pokemon back that had this move, and how would it do in this game? And we've proven, by, I don't want to say by a shadow of a doubt, but we've definitely proven that it can be done, and we can prove that how much better, I mean, all this did was prove how great, Swords Dance is, and how much more effective a Pokemon is when it has it. So let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Did you like this playthrough? Did you like the what if scenario? Do you have a what if scenario you recommend? I'm looking for a lot of ideas on them, and I'll probably be circling back to Generation 2 and continuing with my trek through the Pokédex there next week. But let me know what you think. Have a good one, and I'll see you guys next video. Like, share, subscribe, all that good jazz. I appreciate it. Have a good one, and I'll see you.